Hi, welcome to the CE Tool Den. And on today's video, we're going to be reviewing something a little bit different than our normal power tool videos. Today we're going to be reviewing new to me, but it's been around, the Leatherman Surge multi-tool. Been carrying this for about a month now, since I bought it. Got it at a Bass Pro Shop. I had a gift card, and so far in this month, it's been a pretty handy tool to have, carrying all day. So let's get to the review. Alright, now this tool came like this with these, just like this. So it came with this case, Cordura type case, which has good stitching. It's got these elasticy areas. It's got two places. You could probably put a pencil in one and other accessories. It's got a nice snap. And it's got a little pocket here for this thing, but we'll talk about that later. Let's put the Leatherman in before we show it off, so we can talk about the tool itself after. But we'll start with the case. So it fits really good, nice and easy sliding. It's got a belt loop that's stitched in pretty well. It's got that zigzag stitching, so it's definitely solid, very well built. It's got a few layers all into it. Not a bad deal. And this accessory that comes with the case here will slide into this little pocket right here. So we'll put that in there, slide that right in, and then slide the surge in, and there you go. Nice and easy. So you take that out, ready to go. Alright, as far as I know from what the website says about the Surge, it is a contractor grade multi-tool, because they're calling this the pliers, their heaviest duty pliers that they make on their multi-tools. There's another tool that makes it, but I forgot what the model was. To me, it came down to this model and the Wave Plus, but because this had a few more tools and options than the Wave Plus, I ended up going with the Surge. The Wave Plus is Leatherman's most popular multi-tool, but I wanted those little extra features, seeing how I do jobs and stuff from time to time, so I said I'll go with the Surge. Now, the Leatherman Surge weighs about 12 ounces, 12.4 ounces, something to that effect, where the Wave Plus was like 8.4 ounces or something. So you definitely have more weight, but wearing this on my belt every day, I haven't really noticed it. I mean, it'd probably definitely be better to wear the Wave Plus on an everyday, but because you need something heavier duty, I recommend this Surge, because it definitely is. You can feel how heavy duty it is. I do like the Wave Plus. Maybe in the future I might be getting the Wave Plus, but for my current needs, this plays a factor. It has these security locking nuts that you can, if you have those security bits, you can take them off, take these pieces off if something goes wrong with them. So just in case, like, you need to replace the blade or something, you can do that. So let's get into the tools itself. Start off with the pliers. Pliers are okay, nice and smooth, and they're loosening up over time. After using them a couple times, they've already gotten a little bit looser. It was definitely a little bit stiffer than what it is now, so it's worth it. It's got a good thick head to it. It's got these wire cutters that are replaceable. You can order those on the Leatherman website. and it does have wire strippers. Like right over here in those little notch areas. But yeah, these are all replaceable. You just take the, looks like a mini Torx. Yeah, mini Torx bit, and it's got a good handle to it. I like the function on this. It feels nice and smooth. Even when you have it in this form, I'm not the biggest fan of holding it like this because I mean, it's okay, but the one thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take a file and file this a little bit rounder because it is a little sharp on this thing. So this is the saw, and you can feel a little bit of sharpness here. So if you put this in your pocket instead of using the sheath, just be aware that this little notch might catch. So get a file and round it off. So definitely, yeah, be aware of that. But the pliers seem very solid. Wire cutters look solid. It's got a measurement. And when you're doing the measurements, make sure your pliers are all closed and these 2 points meet. It goes from 1 inch to numbered 8, but it's really 9 inches at the end. So let's take a tape measure and I'll show you. And it has centimeters at the bottom. It goes up to 20 right there. So probably 22 centimeters. So make sure when you're using this as a measurement device, these 2 points are like this. And you could see that it's kind of hard to see because the way these things are etched. It's like engraved, but let me see. The measurements are right there. Line up pretty good. So you see the ones all lined up with the 1 on the tape measure. 2 and a 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and so forth. So they did a good job with their measurements, but you got to make sure you have this orientation on the tool, touching that, because if you don't, your measurement's going to be off. So just make sure that is all touching. Another nice feature is it's got the bottle opener / can opener, and then wire stripper there. And these bits lock up, so you want to use that. Squeeze it all together, leave it out like this. Use it as a can opener, bottle opener. Then to put everything back, just make sure you got to pull that out. You got to push that thing in, that little tool release, and it's nice and smooth, and it'll go back in. It also has a Phillips / flathead double-sided bit. So one side's a Phillip, one side's a flathead, and it goes into the slot real nice. And you do the same thing. Squeeze that. Okay, and on this side, we have an all with an eye hook, so you can use it for emergency stitching or whatever you need an awl for. And it also locks just like the other bits. and you squeeze that, and it goes right back down. There is also a wider flathead and a smaller flathead. So in case you need to do smaller work, I do like, I'm probably more going to be using the double-sided bit more than this, but I mean, this is available. Like if you're trying to pry something, you definitely want this. But if you're trying to use it as a screwdriver, you definitely want this side. Or if you need a wider flathead, use that. Okay, let's get to the other tools. What's impressive about this is this has one of the best scissors for multi-tools in the industry. It's pretty big. And it locks. Make sure it's locked, because so it can spring back forward, because I didn't just have it locked. So to put these bits back, you gotta squeeze that lever in, and it folds back. So if it's not locked, the scissors aren't going to be set. That's when it's locked. Okay, and then it's got a good spring action. So this is actually one of the better scissors on the market, and this thing is solid. On the other side, we have a serrated blade. The thing's sharp as hell. Yeah. There are serrated blades that are probably slightly sharper, but for a multi-tool, this is pretty damn good. And same thing, you push that lever in, and then this will go down. Otherwise, it's locked into position. Then you have a regular blade, similar to the serrated blade. Nice sharp point. And you can, like I said, you could sharpen these even more. To me, they're sharp enough for me. But if I want to sharpen them more, I make them even sharper. Also with the push lever, see, it's locked, not going anywhere. And then you have your saw that locks up there, and you can change. It comes with this, with the file too. That's why you have that little sleeve. That's two pocket sleeve. One's empty, but it came with this. So this is your serrated file, and then this is a diamond file. So you have that. You can change it for the other one. So the way you do that is this little tab right here. I have to put a file on that, but you got to move this tab over, just the tab, but try not to cut your fingers on the saw blade. And you're going forward. So it looks like a T-slot type of jigsaw blade. And then you just put like the file, if you want to put the file in, just throw it right in that little slot. Try not to go all the way through, because it'll pass through the other side since it's open. And then just slap it back in, and it'll lock in right in the hole. That little tab locks into that hole, and it goes like that. And it also has that open and close, and it's got these little tabs, so you don't have to touch the blade. So you can pull out the saw blade. Same thing with the file. Got that little tab. Close it. Now, one of the interesting things, I haven't tried this yet, because I haven't played around with it too much, just using it every day, is seeing if it works with the regular jigsaw type blade. So I'm going to take that, and I have a jigsaw blade here. I have a standard Diablo regular jigsaw blade, and it looks like it'll fit. The only negative that this doesn't have is it doesn't have that little hole like these do to lock on. So I would be aware of that. So the little tab that puts in a hole is not there, but it is in there, and you can use it. If you have jigsaw blades that have that little hole, that means it'll lock on. So it does fit. It just doesn't have that extra locking feature like that hole. So we'll put that back. And it's locked in. Push that. Close it up. Put this back in the sleeve. I mean, there's not much I can say. This is a very good tool to have around you. Very handy. You know, to have something on you, better than nothing. If you need a blade to cut something, scissors, or a screwdriver or something to pry, this is it. It's very strong steel they use. I recommend the Leatherman Surge, especially for contractors. But if you're not doing contractor work, I'd go with the Wave Plus. Another thing I did was I bought on the website a ratcheting extension adapter and the bits they carry. So they carry these bits. You can get them. You can buy each one sold separately, or you can buy them as a pack. I bought them as a pack because it's a little bit cheaper, and plus I want to have all the bits with this, and it's all kinds of little bits. It has a really tiny Phillips head, flathead. You have different size Phillips heads, flatheads, Robertson square drives, Torx. Same on this side. And these are for bolts, even though a little flatter. Hex sizes, little Torx. So definitely worth it. And it's got these plastic sleeves for the bits. They're all greased up too, so they did a good job with these. I think it's 24 bits. This is what it came with. So you can get a bit driver extender that's not this ratcheting one. They have a regular bit extender, but I got this one because I like the fact that you can lock it and just use it as a regular extender, or you can ratchet it. So if it's got a little marking, and there's your directions that you can go. So if you click it once, this is for your loosening. If it goes in the middle, it locks it so you can go either way. And then if you go here, that's your tightening. Here the ratcheting. So that's pretty good. So far I like this, but time will tell to see how long these ratcheting mechanisms last. The bit holder does have a magnet inside, so we're going to be trying all this stuff out. And like I said, time will tell on these things whether they last or not. Hopefully they do. This whole thing's made out of metal, but the ratcheting adapter is a plastic. The switch, and I have no idea what the little ratcheting mechanism inside is, if it's plastic or metal. I want to say metal, and this is the only part that's plastic, but I don't know, and I don't want to open it to find out because I don't want to waste money. But all in all, this cost me just the bits, and this adapter was about $60 with tax and delivery from Leatherman, and I got this. It's regular priced $140 on Bass Pro Shop, and this comes with the tool, the file, the sleeve. So it's a great tool. We're gonna test it out and see how good this is. So I'm gonna show you how to use the adapter. You need to go to the little one that has that double-sided flathead and Phillips bit. Lock it back up. That's your double-sided bit, and this slot will go right in there. There you go. Now you don't need this. You can just get away with putting this in and screwing like this if you don't have this on you and you want to carry it, and then you can carry the bits. It's not necessary to use this adapter, but it's a good option. It fits, the double-sided adapter fits good, kind of diagonally. It doesn't go all the way around because of the form factor, but it's locked in there tight. And we're going to test all this out. So we're going to test out the bit with a small drywall screw, and so it's got a good grip on it, but it's not magnetic. There's a magnet in here, but it doesn't turn down into magnetic. We're going to just drive it into this piece of scrap wood and see if we can get it down. See how strong it is. As you can see, we got the screw all the way down, so it did its job. Now let's get it out. And right now I have it in the locking position, so I'm not ratcheting. Wanted to try that out, see how that worked. That worked out pretty good. Let's put it in locking on the ratcheting side and see how it works. Little slippage there. Okay, now let's go to the loosening. We got it nice and sunk in. Little slippage. The bits are okay when it comes to holding these screws. They're not the best, but it does the job. I sank the screws in. Can't get any better than that. I mean, it is a multi-tool, and it worked. So now we're going to test out the pliers. I want to see how good those pliers are. We'll set it up right now. Okay, here we are on this piece of aluminum, and we're going to test out the pliers, see if we can get a bend on them and grip. So let's test it out. Okay, we did get a bend on this aluminum. And we just bent it the other way. So definitely strong teeth. If it was steel you're trying to bend, I don't know. Regular steel, thick steel like this thickness, I don't know, that'd be tough. But this will bend aluminum, so it aced that. Good job on the build quality. Teeth are still in good shape. So yeah, nice job. Alright, we're going to test the blade out on this one, and let's take a look. Look at that, nice clean. Oop, that's my fault. Sharp blade. Let's try out the scissors. Nice job. And let's try out the serrated blade. Let's see how this worked. Oops. Let's try this. Oh, that serrated blade is sharp. I would say a little bit better cutting than the regular blade, but nothing with a little bit of extra sharpening would do, so definitely worth it. Okay, final test. We're gonna cut these wires. It's a 12 gauge solid THN wire from Southwire, and we're gonna test the wire cutters and see how it goes. No problem. Cut it again. Oop. Oh, I cut it too short. Okay, so see that notch at the bottom? That's why I didn't cut all the way. I have to cut it right in that small area to get a full cut. So make sure you're aware of that when you're cutting wires. But yep, not a problem. So you can strip wire from this little bottom notch and cut wire from a little higher. And like I said, these are replaceable. You can always order them as you wear them out. So it's a very good tool. All in all, I'm very happy with the purchase. It's been solid for me for about a month. Can't do any better than this for a contractor, at least that I know so far. So the Surge, Leatherman Surge, I give it 2 thumbs up, and we'll be doing a long-term review on this, as this is my part of my everyday carry item, and hopefully it doesn't fail me, and if it does, we'll let you know, and if it doesn't, we'll let you know. This is going to be a long-term review on this. So if you like this video, like the video, subscribe. I appreciate all you people joining the CE Tool Den. The Wolf Pack, my Wolf Packers over here. You guys have been awesome watching my videos. I have more exciting videos coming up, more tool tests, and stay tuned for more. On my Instagram is CE Tool Den, and have a good day.